Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good, how do you call it? Morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. I am Juliana, and today I'm testing a new streaming service. I hope things go smooth. I'm testing Restream. I don't know if we are using it or not. But I'm testing it because we may want to use it with at work, and we want to see how does it go and all of that. But I'm truly not sure if it's going through right now, because I don't see the brand that they said it would show if we use it, so we will see. That said, again, for those who are new here, I am Juliana. I work for the Open Information Security Foundation, 501c, probably 3, a non-profit foundation from the United States that is the maintainer and fosterer of the network security and network monitoring open source tool Suricata. And that's why I can stream while I work, because it's an open source, and of course also because I'm currently working on public tickets, so my work is all available on GitHub, and also we track it on Redmine. So it's already all there, and what I do here is basically show the process, which helps me focus and hopefully also offers some insight on what it really looks like to be a coder, because sometimes when we are in the beginning of our on our coding career, we may feel that, especially if we come from if we have an underrepresented background of some sort, when things don't go right, if we don't have folks with whom to talk, we may feel that that's only happening with us and we suck and we are not good enough for that. And we may often quit. I quit before. And thanks to the Outreachy program, I'm back to coding, but I still sometimes feel that I'm the only one who goes through such struggles, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to have those streams. The other is because they help me focus, because as I have to think out loud, I tend to keep my train of thought better articulated somehow. And because I am live streaming, it's less likely that I will go out of things related to work. And that is great. So that's it. At the Open Information Security Foundation, I work lots with writing code, documentation, and co-mentoring outreach interns when we have them. And that's me. That was a long introduction, but also because I was mentioning the Restream thing. And now I'll do what I should have done before, which is mention that we are live. I'm always failing at what I do and the order of things. So let me say that we are live, the thing that I said I would do. Live working with Suricata. My stream, not my stream, my tweet. Twitter is slow. And with some Suricata tasks. In today's agenda, we have taking a totally new approach when what we were doing before is considered probably not worth following. Yay! It's a short agenda for today, and I'm sorry I'm not really doing much useful things yet, but we'll get there. It's the first stream of the day. Usually I take some time to pick up steam, and because it's Monday I have more calls than usual. That is, I have calls. So yeah, that's it. Let me finish this, then we can move on to the next thing. Please, Twitter. That's me. Yes, that's right. Okay. So I did what I said I would do. Let me give some more context. Yes, the person that had joined the live went like, this person is not saying anything interesting. I'm leaving. I understand. I'm sorry. It will get better now, I hope. So, what happened today? I had my call with the tech lead of the Suricata tool and also my mentor, and we discussed a lot the task that I've been working on during the past couple of days, I think. It's a follow-up task based on some other work I did, but this specific task is like some, I think, couple of days or so. And we reached out a conclusion that maybe trying to follow the approach that we were doing is probably not the best of ideas, because the code in which I was trying to make things work is rather convoluted, and we decided that taking a totally new approach is probably best. Hello! Welcome! So, new approach, probably best. We already had a ticket for that, but we had considered that we probably could... Oh, I see now that we have a new abbreviation that I should learn. IDP. Again, let's focus. We already had a ticket for this new approach that I'll try to follow, but we thought that the approach that I was following before could be easier for backporting, and therefore we thought, let's do this one for the previous versions of Suricata that we still maintain, and let's then follow with the new approach for 7, which is the new major release that we should do at some point throughout this year. But it turns out it might be more complicated than it seemed at first. That's why I said the code is convoluted. So for today, and that's what we will be doing today. We will first give add some updates to the tickets in which I've been currently working, then set up the status of the new ticket I should work on, and then do some more code-based investigation, because we have to learn how to do the thing that I have to do in a different place of the code, following a different approach. So everything is new again. I'll just read the update on the thing that one of the viewers mentioned. It's a language that they are creating, so let's see. Oh, cool. I love translations. What I mean with that is that I love when things get translated because we reach a bigger audience. I have actually worked with translation in the past, and I value that a lot, and I know it's not always an easy job. The new name, Scriptic, sounds cryptic. I love bad puns. I'm sorry for that. Anyway, let's move on to the thing. Now, 581. This. Edit. What do we have? We have in progress, in review, resolved, feedback, closed, rejected. I'll leave it as assigned. It's not totally in progress. Oh, things changed fast. Okay, good luck with that new approach. The person is telling me that it went from free and open source to a paid software, so things went like that. I was interested, but now I can't check it any longer. But I wish you good luck. So what do we have here? We'll stop current work on this issue because we will try to follow the approach, not approach, approach for, what is it? 5949 63. No, 53. No idea. Let's check my issues. It's mine as well. I got a new issue today. Cool. I hope that works. May I ask, why did you go from open source to paid? Status? Odd information about Suricata version. Oh my. 4943. Okay. Okay. So this is what I'll be doing. What's the preview? Okay. Submit. Oh, I have one more thing to change here. The target version should be 7. So this has been updated. I see. I have in the past tried to found sort of a company, but funding was a true issue. We wanted to have, well, we tried 2 different things, but it's really hard when you don't have any funding to make things happen. And ultimately, when we started to have to work, it didn't move any longer, and we decided that we would leave it as just as a learning experience. Where am I? I was working on this one. This is also sort of stale right now. Have I? Which could lead to a simpler, less convoluted of handling the packet alert queue. So the new thing is 4963. It's not even exactly new. But I picked up the wrong one. That works. And if you do sign up as a beta tester, do you have to pay? How does it work? Currently, each alert is written directly to packet alerts during rule evaluation. Then, at the end of the detection run for a packet, that moment when you think, is this really open? And it is. I'm full. If I had more time, I think I would try to check it out. But currently, I'm barely managing to take care of all the aspects of my life that I think should get the proper amount of attention. Oh, being an adult is complicated. So, cool. Do translators work for free? Like, is that like a volunteer thing? Currently, each alert is written directly to packet alerts during rule evaluation. Then, at the end, okay, I see. At the end of the detection run for a packet alert finalize removes entries again. Yes, that's the issue when applying thresholding, suppression, and no alert. This leads to the issue 4941, but is often also not very efficient, especially when there are multiple roles to remove. Yes. And when we get packet overflow. The idea of this ticket is to use a per detect engine thread context specific queue of some sort to store the alert candidates and have packet alert finalize only write the final alerts to the packet structure, which is the packet alert queue. Am I getting anxious? Yes, I am. Sorry for the noise. I can't avoid it. I want to check one thing, but I don't know if it's a private issue or not. So I'll take this off screen, decide that, check that, and then, okay, it's open, so I can check it. I have a friend who still works with translation, and he has been a developer for a while. So it could be useful for him to work on something like this. But I don't think that currently he's working on free translating projects, or he has many already. Also, he has moved to something more towards RPG and games. So changes in alerting in 508 and 604 store no alert signatures in the packet alert array before removing them when finalizing the alerts. Yes. They solved several issues, however, it introduces a new issue. When many no alert rules are used, for example, for flow bit setter logic, these rules now consume space in the alert array, leaving less space for real alerts that should be outputted or dropped, for instance. since there is a built-in limit of 15 in which I was working, it is not hard to reach this limit. And now, even though I did the work for 4207, we are basically changing all of that. I don't know how to feel about it right now, because I feel that the whole thing won't be, we can't use any of that. I wish at least that, where is it? I wish at least 4207 would be valid. I was checking that. What did I do? Oh, it's here. Pull requests closed. I closed them today. Oh. Yeah, my friend is Brazilian, and Brazil has a large audience, but probably wouldn't give you many users in the beginning, because we have a crisis right now, so money is short, and anything that is paid in euros, dollars, pounds, etc. is fairly expensive for the majority of Brazilians. Can I keep just this? Can we make this work? No, we cannot, because this exposed other issues. Okay, I'm coming to terms with the fact that we cannot use any of the work I've been working on for the past weeks, at least not for now. And yeah, let's move on. Let's create a new branch and all of that. Close this. Oh my. Was it 2 days ago that I started trying to figure out how to do things? Git checkout. New branch. Oh no, I don't want it. We had detect alert 518. I don't want to check out, I want to go git branch. And then we have I hope you managed to get it back to false. I love the idea of open source for several reasons. I don't know the right command for creating a new branch with git branch. I suck. Maybe just git branch. Git branch. What is it? What should it be called? It could be DECTX. Alert to 4943. Alert to DECTX. What a great name. 4943. This is the name of the branch, and it's version 1. Now we have the new branch. I want to. Do we have any unfinished? Oh, you are still running. I'm sorry for you. We got a a timeout with the flow anyway. Okay, so how are things here? What is it that is nothing important? So let's git restore source detect engine alert. Oh, yeah, that's cool. You know, at one point for one of our projects, we did want to have it like Wikipedia, you know, so folks can pay whatever they want / can, because sometimes the project has a lot of value for you, and then you want to pay more and you can pay more, but sometimes you are not able to do that, and then you cannot. And so that's the model that we... Hello, Rebecca! And then you simply can't. So that's why we decided to use a similar model. But yeah, it's tricky. If you need the money, I won't judge you if you go for something that is paid for now. Or maybe try to kickstart it somehow. All right. I want to test figures. What do I have in test figures? Oh, that was for figuring out which tests had failed, so I can remove this. Test figures. We don't have anything here. So I'll move this. Can I just do it from here? Work3 move, detect. Do I have that command? Move. That's for... I think we can do it from here. Wait. Okay. I shouldn't. Move its detect alert. Would this work? Let's find out. And the new one will be alert queue 4943. Fail to move to invalid argument. So I did things wrongly. Because it has to be a new path. Oh, bye. I wish I could join your stream, but I have to focus on work. So good luck with drawing. Save them to YouTube so I can check it later. Would it work if I went like... Why? Yeah, whatever. I'll just create a new one. Git work3 add alert queue. Not here. And the branch will be, I think it's like that. Alert. It's not. I feel useless. Add option path to the commit. Okay. Git work3 add. Then we give the name, right? Oh, checkout. That's it. I want it to be alert queue, and we will check out. I did it last week. Alert queue detection engine context 4943 v1. Now it's right. Alert queue. Now we have the right work tree. I'll close this. we have to bundled lib, bundle lib HTTP, etc. Recut update. Then we can run autogen. Meanwhile, I'll close this because I'm not using this folder for now. And we will move on to more investigation. Let me open it. It's the new one. What do I want? Let's see what the issue says. We have detect engine thread context. And let's see what I wrote down from my call with my mentor. Detect engine context alert queue there, dynamically growable, sort it the way we want, set the first drop, and fill the packet with the first X alerts. We have sort of a to-do list. It's still vague to me, and that's why I'm feeling sort of overwhelmed. Oh well, lundi, which is Monday in French. Today is Monday, right? Task. Have handle the first handle a temporary packet alert queue here. This can be dynamically growable as much as we need somehow. Then we can resort this queue as it should be. Store this queue here. We set the first drop action we see here, and then we set the first X, which will be packet alert max, alerts to the final packet alert queue based on the detect engine. This is wrong. Engine context 1. So this is what I can envision. Well, it's not what I can envision. This is what Victor said we should do, we can do. Now I have to figure out how can that be done, right? No panic. This is me approaching a totally new task. The one I worked on yesterday and today and probably on Thursday as well wasn't totally new for me, because I had worked on something similar for a while. Not similar, but as I've mentioned quite a few times, I was working on related tasks. Do we have something like context? No, we do not. But now I'm going places and new places. Detect engine. And one can see that I don't even know from where to start. State. But I do know one thing. It's detect engine CTX. Let's filter this a bit more. I'm guessing this is basically the C part because this is the core again. Where is this set? On. You don't exist. Detect. Okay. So I'll probably work with detect. Detect. Maybe decode. I'm not anxious. It's fine. It's all fine. Main detection engine context. What's the difference when we have the threads? I should probably check this one. If there is any difference, that is. I just want to make sure I will not lose this one. Let's see if this helps. Okay. Now I want to check the other one. See what we have. Are you still also here? Another one. Can I? Oh no, 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 no. You keep going back to the same mistake, don't you? All right. Yeah, okay, the same, it's in the same file. Detection engine thread data. This is crazy. 14 years ago? 7 years ago? Multi-tenant hash lookup code for from detect depends on this being the first member. What is this? Detection engine variables. So, all right, I did some work here. It doesn't exist now, so I have done a tiny bit of work on this struct the past days when we worked on adding stats for discarded alerts here. We have structs inside the struct. This reminds me of college when we had crazy C classes. Not C classes as in C++, but classes where we studied C concepts. Array of signature pointers we're going to inspect in the detection loop. Size of the array in items. Oh my. So Let's check again the to-do list. We could have an alert queue here. So we don't need that. Is here that we have the packet? No, it's in decode, right? Why do you do that to me? Packet. Many things that are not the same as I would expect from Vim. It's decode. All right. So in decode we have packet and packet alert, right? Yes. Noise. This is where the packet alerts queue currently is. This is the queue, but this is supposed to be the final queue. Hello! Today is the day where friends are joining, and that's cool. I just realized, and it was not just, but I'm thinking of doing one of these lives in Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, that is. And I'm wondering if that would be an interesting thing to do, because then I would be able to share Suricata knowledge with more Brazilians. That could be interesting to spread the word. We are starting to work on a new task, Jackie. So everything is new. Most things are new, not everything is new. All right, so would we like have this there, like call a struct like this, but from here? Could we have something local? My, oh my, oh my. What do I have in terms of alerts here? That, then we have, oh, alert. Lists for alert thresholding and suppression. All right. Flags. More flags. I'm seeing types of coding I'm not familiar with. That's what happens when you go too deep into C, I guess. More flags, flags, flag. Have we wrapped? Let's check detect.c. I am that dog. I have no idea what I'm doing. Alert. Alert flags. Alert flags. Packet alert append. This is the entity that we tried to fix. But then we would have to fix more things, and it doesn't seem worth it. I'm not anxious, it's fine. Am I panicking live? Detect run scratchpad? What's this? detect run post rules. Okay, see if we need to increment the inspect ID and reset the detection engine state. So now let's iterate the alerts and remove the ones after a pass rule matched, if any. This is done inside packet alert finalize. What is PR? What is this? I don't understand this. Oh, it's Pablo Rincon. What's the nationality of this person so I can try to say their name? So PR installed tag keywords are handled after the threshold inspection. So we want to have, yes, it's terrifying. And Suricata is so big that you always have something that you are not familiar with. For those who are from big cities, imagine it's your city. You may be familiar with some parts and you may be comfortable with that, but there is always some portion of the city you have no idea about. And then it can be tricky to go there. Okay, so I know packet alert finalize. This is good. There's something I know. And I know, okay, things I know. I know that before we do this, we want to have things sorted out. So whatever I do should come before detect run post rules is called, I think. So anything that comes before, excuse me, detect run post rules. I want my Suricata rule shirt. Can I like detect run post rules? I also know that what I have to do would happen before we call packet alert append, because we want things to be sorted out before we append them to the actual packet alert queue. Okay, this is also something that I should keep in mind. Another thing that I have to keep in mind is that maybe the first work I did for having packet alert max, which is what defines the size of the alert queue for each packet, maybe that part of the work to having that configurable could be reused once this part is done, because then we would have less issues with the packet alert queue and we still want that part to be configurable. I'm seeing a bird. Hello, I spy with my little eye a bird on the tree. Oh, I haven't even configured things here. I'm very slow. Configure. So yeah, let's go back here and see what happens. Where is it called? We just saw it. Packet alert append is called from, look at the size of this. you keep scrolling. We have detect run transaction. Detect, so we were discussing this morning that maybe we should have a drawing of how things work. Maybe I should do that. So what was the name? Detect run transaction. Detect run transaction will call packet alert append, not O1 append. And somewhere after that, what is the other one? Detect run post roles. Am I? Yeah, you did that again. Detect. So much noise. Detect run post roles. Rules. Why do you do that? This is called from da-da-da run frames rule packet detect rule packet rules detect run prefuture packet detect run. So detect run detect run will call detect run run post rules, and this probably happens after this because it's detect run post rules that calls packet alert finalize, right? Yeah, see here we have detect run transaction which calls packet alert append, and then we have detect run post rules that calls packet alert finalize. All right, so where were we? I got lost already. So this is called by detect run. Yeah, I have that already. Why am I? Okay, detect run first calls detect run first calls. I just saw it. Detect run transaction and then calls detect run post rules. This is not the most clear of descriptions, the clearest of descriptions, but it's something. Let's improve this. Detect run calls packet. Detect run calls first, and then it calls the other one. Second this, and detect run post rules. Detect run post rules calls packet alert finalize. So maybe somewhere within detect run I could call a function that would do the it's detect packet alert pre-handling. We handle before handling, or it's pre-sorting, it's pre-whatever, pre-processing. That's my first suggestion. Detect packet alert queue. Alert queue, it's not packet yet. Detect alert queue pre-processing. This is our function, and this function would be called from wherever we have the whole excuse me, the whole list of all my detect run transaction will call packet alert append. So we have to do things. So we have a while, we have a for. We've done the regular prefilter already. I wonder how noisy this is. Noisy. Inspect a rule against a transaction. Inspect a rule. New the what? Inspect a rule. New detection or continued stateful detection. We have a pointer to the stored flags. If stored flags is set, it means we're continuing inspection from an earlier run. Look at how many parameters this function has. Whatever is done here is done per rule. Could be the while as, okay, who added this? Victor. Why do I have a feeling that I'll have to understand the world to make this happen? Why do I have a feeling that I'm not knowledgeable enough for this? That's why I'm doing these lives. To feel incapable while folks watch me. I want a command to go back to where I was. There probably is something like that, I just don't know it. But I do know that if I go like packet alert append, I'll find it. Do we have it more than once? We do. How do I feel about it? We have it called by this tiny thing, which is detect run transaction. We also have it called by you're not the same one, right? Detect row packet rules. Detect row packet rules also calls packet alert append. What else? And we have, can I just, where are we? Are we back to the same one? Oh, detect run transaction, what happened? I should like check the line numbers. I'm getting dumb. Wait. Detect, oh. Detect run frames. Detect run frames calls packet alert append. I have many things going on in my head, but this session has been going on for more than an hour. I know part of it was not about the work itself, it was more meta, but it's time for a break. We shall be back in 10 to 15 with me trying to get a better grasp of how things happen now in this part of the code, so I can sort of figure out how could we have this new alert queue being handled here before we actually call packet alert append, which would be for the final version of the packet alert queue itself. Thanks for interacting. Thanks my real life friends for joining and saying hi. And in general, thank you for helping me focus. See you in 10 to 15 and bye for now.